One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up.
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Roper. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or 2 guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets 1st downs.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
Back to pass, it's Roper. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the run deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Roper. Finds his man, it's Shaw. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Bearcats will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground game on the left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Bearcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw. It's Roper. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Shaw. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. We're ready to get another look at this the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Across the 25, he's got room. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Throwing right. Hauls it in. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? With a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Edwards. Looking to buy time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's looking to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Roper. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Inside the touchdown Dogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Roper. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Jean-Pierre. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Dropping back, it's Roper. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Find this man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
To the air, it's Edwards. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man in the middle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Lindsey. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Past the 40. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. Stopped. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes with 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking for a crease, it's Shaw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Shaw. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Find some fresh air. Into the secondary and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Here's a heat. Gonna take a shot. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he...
Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs through a tackle. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Takes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Bearcats! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Edwards. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that. Breaks into the open. That's a live ball. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's dragged down to the ground. What a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
He takes a knee, and it took longer than they had hoped, but they finally get their first victory of the season. It's one thing to execute early